Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Nisha Charles. This edition's top stories. Prime Minister Honorable Chastanet outlines more tangible support to the private sector. St. Lucia is well on its way to a revised national ICT policy and sectoral strategy. Renowned sculptor Jallim Eudovic will receive one of the most prestigious awards in the Caribbean. All that plus the latest in youth development, sports, and the NTN Nouvelle en Creole. Prime Minister Honorable Chastanet has reiterated government's commitments to the private sector. Honorable Chastanet on November 27, 2019 addressed the 135th Annual General Meeting of the St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture and pledged assistance to the organization in the establishment of a single private sector association that the government would identify funding so that the interests of the entire private sector could be better represented. More now from Janelle Norvell.
The St. Lucia Chamber of Commerce, Industry and Agriculture held its 135th Annual General Meeting, AGM, last Wednesday, where Prime Minister the Honorable Chastanet reiterated the government's commitment to creating an economic environment where the private business sector could thrive. The Prime Minister, noting the importance of dialogue and consultation, explained that the Chamber of Commerce, along with other private sector entities, such as the St. Lucia Hotel and Tourism Association, need to create a private sector association. He noted that that association would be able to actively participate in the decision-making process in matters pertaining to the involved entities.
You've got to be involved in these discussions from the onset. And we are depending on the private sector for innovative ideas on how we're going to resolve these issues. And you can't keep volunteering your time. So there has to be a paid professional staff of senior technicians that are able to provide your opinion and your inputs and to work with the technical staff of the government as well as the regional agencies in being able to solve these problems. And so again, publicly, I'm going to make this pronouncement that my government has indicated that we're prepared to identify a tax, that revenue will come directly to this private sector association to be able to help fund, to make sure that we have the requisite technical people involved.
The Prime Minister explained that input from the private sector is imperative as the government seeks to not only grow the economy but ensure an improved standard of living for all St. Lucians.
The greatest thing that we need is innovation. We need ideas. And we need to be able to have discussions based on evidence. And we need to take the emotion out of it. So there is a topic that's coming up, which is the change in the personal income taxes. Why do we need to change personal income taxes? Because it's inefficient. And it's not a progressive tax. Can't be that the more money you earn, the net effective tax rate that you're going to pay is less. And if we have goals and ambitions of having personal income tax being done online, then therefore there has to be a simplification as to how we calculate that tax. This is not about wanting to charge one sector more than the other, but it's about creating these levels of efficiencies. So when we sit down and we look at what the facts are, that we can collectively agree on how we're going to move forward.
The Chamber of Commerce's AGM was held on November 27, 2019. For the Government Information Service, I am Janelle Norvell.
St. Lucia is well on its way to formulating a revised national ICT policy and sectoral strategy, following the just concluded 4-day symposium to review the current document, which covered the period 2013 to 2018. More in this report from Julita Peter.
The Division of Public Sector Modernization organized the symposium, which was held from the 25th to the 28th of November at the Coco Palm Hotel, bringing together public sector policymakers and the civil society and private sector representatives. Over the 4 days, participants discussed, among other pertinent agenda items, the various development strategies that make up the national ICT policy and sectoral strategy.
So, for example, we looked at the midterm strategy from the Economic Planning Ministry. We also looked at the Education Development Plan and the ICT policy. We looked at health, agriculture, and all of the others that we could have found some of their development strategies for the next few years, 3 to 5 years. And we looked at some of the key result areas and the groups were required to review these key result areas and to formulate plans and come up with ideas as to how ICT can better facilitate those results that the different agencies require for the implementation within their own sectors. This went really, really well. We had a high level of turnout and participation from the various sectors represented.
Narcissus said the participants were also successful in establishing some key goals.
So we have established some sector working groups, and these sector working groups would meet from January to February next year to review some of the work that came out and the recommendations that came out of the consultation in an effort for us to finalize all of the programs, all of the projects, and to also come up with a governance framework which is key to the implementation and the sustainability itself of the policy and strategy going forward. We want to ensure that we have continuous buy-in, support, and advice as well as we go through the implementation of the strategy and the policy over time. We're looking at a 15-year cycle, but to review every 5 years.
According to NASIS, the 5-year review is necessary to ensuring that the national ICT policy and sectoral strategy remains current and that government meets the needs of the various sectors as the recommended programs and initiatives are implemented. The new national ICT policy and sectoral strategy is expected to be completed by March 2020 and subsequently submitted to Cabinet. From the Department of the Public Service Communications Unit, Julita Peter reporting.
St. Lucia's renowned sculptor Jallim Eudovic to receive one of the most prestigious awards in the Caribbean, the Anthony N. Sabga Caribbean Award for Excellence. Eudovic has been named among the nominees for the 2020 Caribbean Awards for Excellence laureates. The Anthony N. Sabga Caribbean Awards is the only program in the Caribbean which seeks out and rewards outstanding nominees in arts and letters, public and civic contributions, science and technology, and entrepreneurship. It has been in existence since 2005 and has named, inclusive of the current inductees, 43 laureates from throughout the region. The 2020 ceremony will be staged on April 25, 2020. St. Lucia's youth have been challenged to become actors and agents in the thrust towards resilience against climate change. The call was made by Prime Minister Hon. Alan Chastanet, who holds responsibility for CARICOM's quasi-cabinet for sustainable development, environment, disaster management and water. Hon. Chastanet was at the time speaking in Parliament on Tuesday, 26 November.
Climate change is one of the most critical things confronting not only St. Lucia but globally. And I'm really trying to encourage our young people to get much more involved, much more informed, and to develop a position of their own on this issue. Even though you may find our policies wanting, it is your additional efforts of advocacy that would make a biggest difference.
Lauding the inclusion and involvement of young people at the 74th session of the United Nations General Assembly in September, Prime Minister Chastanet encouraged St. Lucia's youth to find entrepreneurial paths as they explore solutions to climate change.
In fact, I had the opportunity of meeting a young woman who at the age of 12, Mr. Speaker, decided to open up a business because she was concerned about the use of plastics in Bali. And so at the age of 12, what she did is she went to the hotels and to the restaurants and got them to donate their old sheets and their old towels and their old tablecloths. And she worked with her community in developing an organic dye to be able to dye these products into a common color, and then gave the material to single mothers in their community and had them sew it into bags, and then got the grocery stores and the different merchant offices to be able to buy those bags, and then in turn to pay the women that had done the work. And you know, one person can make a difference, and I want all of our young people to be empowered and to understand that the future is theirs more than anybody else, and that they must have a voice on this issue.
And that was Prime Minister Hon. Alan Chastanet. The annual Florida Caribbean Cruise Association Holiday Children's Gift Party saw the donation of 200 gifts to less fortunate children around St. Lucia. For more than 12 years, the Florida Caribbean Cruise Association has been warming the hearts of St. Lucian children at Christmas time. With the help of the Ministry of Tourism, Information and Broadcasting, Culture and Creative Industries, and the Royal St. Lucia Police Force, the association targets underprivileged children bearing gifts during the festive season. On Monday, December 2, the children were in for a treat at the VG Multipurpose Sports Complex. Duke Christopher is the entertainment director at Princess Cruises.
Princess Cruises manages to reach more than 350 different ports of call each year all over the globe, and it's a great opportunity for us to provide days like today where we can give a little bit back to the incredible ports of call that we visit. And as we travel around the Caribbean islands at this time of the year, I'd like to thank the FCCA and the Tourism Board to provide us with this opportunity to give something back, and it's great to see you all here today in St. Lucia. You having a great day so far? Who wants some presents? Good, because we brought loads for you guys. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you to everyone that's joined us today.
For Assistant Commissioner of Police George Nicholas, it's an opportunity to partner with the business community for the benefit of the nation's children.
The police department have come from time to time under some criticisms based on the way we go about performing our daily duties. But criticism is something that we take very seriously. It provides us an opportunity for us to go back to the drawing board and to reassess our actions and to correct our mistakes and to come very stronger next time. But we also welcome corporate citizens, corporate entities and organizations to partner with us so that we can execute projects like these where we can make a difference in the lives of the unfortunate children in St. Lucia.
Also forming part of the activity was the Rising Stars Police Youth Club, which seeks to raise positive citizens to ensure that St. Lucia remains safe. Some 200 gifts were donated to the children. And this is the NTN Nightly. Ryan O'Brien is up next.
I was in my neighborhood. It was a very dark night, and I decided to go for a drink by a bar. On my way from the bar, I felt the sting to my right leg. And when I looked back, I knew it was a full snake.
You happen to be in an area where there are snakes and you are bitten by a snake. This is what you do. You call for help and try to reach the Victoria Hospital within 1 or 3 hours. You will be seen immediately.
My uncle at the time was a police officer, called Victoria Hospital and told them that we're coming down for a snake bite.
It is the only facility on the island which has a protocol and a treatment plan where you can be treated adequately.
We call them before you go there so they can prepare for you.
And rest assured that there are adequate supplies of antivenom with doctors who have been trained in the treatment protocols of the snake bite.
Welcome back. We join Ryan O'Brien for the latest happenings in youth development and sport.
Welcome once again to your update from Youth Development and Sports on the NTN Nightly News. I'm Ryan O'Brien. We kick off with football and a very exciting first under-15 semi-final played at the Saab playing field Wednesday. Micoud Secondary going through to the final 7-6 on penalties after being held 4-all at regulation time against Leonhes Comprehensive. Half-time both teams locked at 2-all. Scoring for Micoud in regulation time were Mahelen Francis in the 10th minute, Janil Collymore in the 13th, Deami Bellas in the 37th, and Obefami Poyot in the 55th. For Leonhes, Sanjay Francis scored the first 2 goals in the 6th and 31st minutes, while Josh Hunt and Daniel Lancico found the back of the net in the 61st and 63rd minutes to earn their team the equalizer. More schools' football semi-finals set for Thursday, with playing under-19 Division 2 at the Saab and Big 8 semis at Larisu. The sword-turning ceremony for the upgrade of the Micoud playing field took place Tuesday. A number of officials involved in the upgrade were present for the occasion. Benson Emile is the acting permanent secretary in the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport.
The government of St. Lucia, recognizing the importance of sports in the development of youth, initiated the National Sports Strategy in 2017, when the Parker Company was engaged to develop a master plan for the upgrade and redevelopment of the sporting facilities inventory and infrastructure on the island. In the months that followed, the Parker Company, in conjunction with the Ministry of Youth Development and Sports, conducted a sports infrastructure needs assessment, visiting more than 150 facilities in every constituency on the island, and engaging national associations of respective sporting disciplines, holding community consultations with constituency councils and youth and sports councils, and held consultations with other government agencies and stakeholder groups.
The Miku playing field is the latest of a number of playing facilities on the island to be upgraded as part of a government initiative to improve on the sporting infrastructure in St. Lucia. And with that, we have come to the end of your update from the Ministry of Youth Development and Sport. I'm Ryan O'Brien.
Thanks, Ryan. The Department of Health and Wellness has informed that retrofitting works under the Smart Healthcare Facilities project have been completed for the Morshi, Entrepot, and Tiroche Castries Wellness Centers. Consequently, the Morshi Wellness Center reopened on Tuesday, December 3, 2019. The Tiroche Castries and Entrepot Wellness Centers will resume health services on Monday, December 16, 2019. The public is also informed that maintenance works have been completed at the Babano Wellness Center and the facility is now reopened. In an effort to facilitate maintenance works at the Grand Riviere Wellness Center, the facility will be temporarily closed from Wednesday, December 4th to Monday, December 9th, 2019. Therefore, the Grand Riviere Wellness Center will reopen on Tuesday, December 10th, 2019. The Department of Health and Wellness wishes to thank residents of those communities that were and will be affected for their patience and cooperation during the closures of the wellness centers. The Department of Health and Wellness looks forward to providing better quality care to clients in more comfortable spaces. And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next, Primus Hutchinson is here with the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
One of the 8 universally recognized rights of the consumer is the right to satisfaction of basic needs. This means that every consumer has the right to basic goods and services that guarantee survival. This right includes adequate food, clothing, shelter, healthcare, education, water, and sanitation.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Monsieur, Madame, Département une responsabilité pour information en gouvernement Saint-Lucie, GIS, à ce depuis télévision nationale pays NTN, qu'a présenté Nouvelle en Creole, présenté Primus Hutchinson. Registre des affaires T en pays qui a recevoir un bon coup de chapeau comme ministère des Affaires touristiques et créateur de l'industrie qui a plané une discussion pour présenter pour les agences gouvernement et les avocats un plan et recommandations qui ont proposé augmenter l'opération au gestion des affaires à celle-ci. L'activité a fait en collaboration avec le département qui est responsable pour affaires pour moderniser le système là en façon d'administration terre pays. L'initiative là supposé porter plus clarté et éprouver à sous opération département ça et une cause travail pour plus facilement. Les officiers ministériels qui est plus facile pour trouver toute information concernant terre pays là. Le gouvernement a employé aussi un gain consultant à l'Université West Indies là sorti Trinidad et présentement il a analysé la situation là, il a développé un plan de ces informations qu'il a trouvé. Les membres gagnent consultants qui ont aidé les officiers du département pour découvrir de façon plus facile et avancer pour faire travailler et pour procurer public là un service qui a dans un plus haut degré. Plan nouveau ça là, kay aussi fait possible pour public la amasser information des registres internet là. Et que par conséquent, kay réduit à ce long ligne moun qui a toujours qu'à combler en bureau yo. L'initiative là kay aussi pour tuer bon soulagement et corriger toutes ces tracassements qui étaient existé avant pour le peuple à trouver bon service pour le département ça là. L'année plusieurs façons, le ministère de l'Éducation a assisté les étudiants pour aider eux ni une meilleure relation et puis l'école instituteur. C'est chef officier d'éducation, Madame Fiona Mayer, qui fait point ça là récemment durant l'observation journée universelle pour protection des enfants. Madame Mayer, qui causait puis nouvelle accueil, déclaré que le ministère a mis plusieurs arrangements en place pour guider et pour entoucher les étudiants en affaires d'éducation généralement.
Nous nous sommes counselors là, nous avons différentes organisations qui ont information. Nous, à plusieurs écoles, nous avons fait activités après l'école pour dire que ses parents viennent. Ça nous avons fait parents meetings, parents workshops. So, différents bagages là, nous avons essayé de faire, nous avons continué à faire. Mais nous aussi voulons dire que ses parents, pas être là seulement, venir à l'école là. C'est pas seulement les bagages pas bon pour ses parents venir. C'est pas pour aussi venir pour supporter l'école là. Pour dire l'école là qui ça qui a affecté issue avec ensemble. C'est pas seulement yon, c'est pas seulement l'école mais seulement parents, mais nous aussi, les nous fait bagages ensemble, il va venir primer.
Si l'on les parents, les éducateurs et la société a généralement ni responsabilité pour instruire les enfants, la jeunesse et les étudiants parce que parcours yon n'est pas facile pour réussir.
Avec yo kay apprendre, yo kay aussi apprendre comment nous ka faire bagay, c'est bagay qui est important pour nous, comme nation, comme peuple, nous ça passer à sou yo. Nous passer assise là et puis quoi, yo kay apprendre comme ça. Il va sortir en ciel là descendre. C'est nous qui ni responsabilité pour montrer yo, pour guider yo, pour supporter yo, pour coûter yo. Et puis c'est ça, nous, comme ministère, nous continuons à dire, nous travaillons ensemble avec plusieurs différents mondes, avec l'école, avec les parents, avec la société, pour dire, à nous garder ces moments là, et supporter yo. Et pour nous-mêmes, l'éducation, c'est ça qui est plus important pour nous, mais nous aussi voulons garder yo un rôle, comment yo y a za maman, comment yo ka vivre, qualité la vie yo ka vivre. Avec tout ça, nous ça fait. Pour faire sa fête, nous allons continuer à faire.
En parlant de ça, le ministère de l'Éducation a attribué un bout de programme qui a engagé les adultes et les jeunesses pour renforcer l'habilité pour les accueillir primaires. L'initiative ça a couru en 30 pays avec plus de 6 millions de participants. Le programme d'instruction a porté 65 leçons qui a duré plus de 4 mois. Le directeur des affaires innovation en ministère, Lionel Malzer, complémenté ce programme et que yo qui participe et aussi ces jeunes là qui baillent service volontairement en opinion ça a ouvert plus grand chemin pour yo agrandir capacité yo. Programme là bas management division innovation au ministère de l'éducation et le ministre là qui a responsabilité pour l'éducation et innovation honorable Dr. Jallim Eudovic féliciter et applaudir ces participants qui suivent le programme là complètement. Le ministre Eudovic fait ces participants comprendre qu'ils ont toute raison pour célébrer parce que même si en l'eau moun partenaire pas qui ont réussi, aujourd'hui yo en position pour détruire nos serres qui c'était yo bawad pour trouver tout ça qui est available à la terre pour yo. Représentatif parlement pour Anslawe Kanawi, on est Dominique Pédé, oui monsieur gouvernement Cuba et aussi ses participants pour faire programme ça un succès. Il aussi félicité ces participants en ces communes qui ont représenté pour des courage, particulièrement ces jeunes mamzelles qui des enfants qui a sous côté yon. Ministre de dit yo à présent la terre ouvert grand pour yo tout. Plus que 30 participants 9 sortis en Ouest Aslawe et Karawi et 21 Hod Miku de participer dans le programme Sala. Cérémonie de précours le 1er décembre 2019 en cette financière là en presse sera fait. C'est comme ça nous avons notre nouvelle là. On va remercier autant pour regarder Maka ba yon invitation. Pou jene primo a konsidye konseve la vi, ngay preseto lot nouvel akweyol. Apre sa, maka avye preseto Lucia.
Merci on Pil Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Generally fair skies becoming cloudy at times with some scattered showers. Moisture and instability in the lower atmosphere over the Lesser Antilles will cause periods of cloudiness and showers to develop over the islands during the next 24 hours. Tides for Castries Harbour low at 3:58 p.m., high at 9:52 p.m. Tides for Vieux-Fort Bay low at 5:25 p.m., high at 10:59 p.m. Seas moderate to locally rough with waves 5 to 7 feet or 1.5 to 2.1 meters. Small craft operators and sea beavers are advised to exercise caution due to brisk winds and rough seas. The sun will rise Thursday at 6:14 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the St. Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Nisha Charles.